Hi Aries. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is B. If you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. If you clicked on my face and you listening to the sound of my voice right now, you probably already know why we're here. And it is for the New Year's special. Okay, I'm a little behind on these. I got super sick around Christmas. Couldn't even enjoy Christmas. I've been battling that for like up until like the first full week of January. And I'm still kind of still battling it along with a bunch of other shit in my personal life. So we're finally here to be able to actually like finish this series and conclude all of the signs. Some signs I already previously posted, some have not been. A couple of announcements before we get started. 2025 personal full readings are still available, will be available till about the middle of February. Shop pay is available for those. Again, holiday season just happened. Christmas, New Year's, child is the first of the year. Bills is shit is high. We waiting on tax season. So if you balling on the budget and you still want to like get a personal one of these where we tackle love, general, and finances and kind of just get like a good rundown of what we might need for the year, you can still do that. I think it's like $30 for installments of $30 or something like that. So yeah, that can be found on the website. Website can be found below in the description box. Tarot classes are going to be live February the 7th. I am hosting tarot classes. It will be hosted on Patreon. Okay, so if you are interested in these videos, if you want to learn how to do this yourself, maybe you like pull your own cards and want to start reading for people or whatever, you can definitely jump over on my Patreon. You can find that also down below in the description box, along with a couple of other places about like my platforms and a little bit about myself also. Okay, so let's get into why we're here. Let's do the full rundown. These have been fun and really juicy as of lately. This is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Okay, I'm doing really good at this intro. I got that shit up under 2 minutes. I love that. All right, so I have 3 oracle cards. I will kind of start with this one because this is the one that I've just been starting with. It feels more natural. I was an adult today and I got me a sugar-free Red Bull. So we sip. And let's get into why we're here. All right, so give me some oracle cards for Aries placements. What can they expect for 2025? Let's give us a little bada bing, bada boom, a little quick 1-2 powwow about what they can expect, what the overall energy is. I hope you guys have been having a good start to your 2025 also. I have not locked in. Some people, you know what I'm saying, as soon as the first started, they just immediately locked in and they back in the gym and they eating healthy and like they're up early drinking their water. They're like, what's that called, like the hard 75 challenges shit. Bitch, I haven't done it yet. None of it. Not a single thing. Not a single thing. Sure ain't. I'm still eating chips for breakfast, bitch. I have not been to the gym. We're supposed to go to LA Fitness today. I ain't been, bitch. Like, hey, I'll lock in eventually. I give myself till y'all season. How about that? Pisces season. If I ain't locked in by then, bitch, okay, somebody whoop my motherfucking ass. All right, look, that's all I gotta say about it. All right. So the first 2 cards we have is proceed with caution and past life connection. I'm gonna kind of break these down into like I did in Scorpio's reading because I kind of like that it flows better like that. These 2 cards together. Let's start here. In 2025, be very weary of who's popping back up in your life. This past life connections don't really give me soulmate. As I'm pulling this intuitively, it kind of give again people we have past energy with. So expect for wait. I think they said the retrogrades will be in water signs this year. I was about to like say, do we got a retrograde in Aries when Mercury gets to Aries? No, I think it's in the water sign. So I think our first one this year will be in Pisces, right before y'all season. So that still could have some significance to it. Okay, I can see that with this card here. Bottom of the deck, you do have the bag lady card though. So it is kind of giving a little bit of a vibe of like with new connections, making sure you pace yourself. Okay. Um, because somebody might have some old baggage. Aries, it don't always have to be you. Cause I mean, it could be, but one thing I do know, again, in my own experience, this is only my experience. I can only share from my experience. But from my experience, y'all just move really fast, and then other people sometimes be having baggage that don't necessarily work with like how y'all do shit. So just be careful with that. Okay, you don't want to move and jump into nothing super freaky fast, Jimmy John's fast under 60 seconds. If you don't got it in 60 seconds, it's free fast. Like it's slow down. You know what I mean? But this also make me feel like be very like careful with old relationships. You could have some people that's coming back from the past, old friends, old lovers, whatever, insert the blank here, family members that you done fell out with, and now they come back and they're like, oh hey Aries, how you been? Like, be very careful with that. Make sure that you're moving slowly, because again, you want to make sure that these people are back in your life for the right reason, but you also want to make sure that you're doing the right thing by letting them back in your life. Don't just let them back in your life. You know what I mean? Don't just reassume loyalty to these people because, oh, well, we were so cool at one point and they apologized. So really take some time to evaluate, do these people need to be in my life? Are they aligned with me? Do I even care for these people? Do I feel like they gonna match my ride or die? Because y'all know that y'all are the head honchos at ride or die, okay? But making sure that these same people that you feel like you might ride or die for is riding and willing to also go to the extent to dying with you, if that's as far as you getting with it. If this is new connections, because for some of you this, like I said, will be a new connection, but it is like a soulmate past life thing. And I hate to even say that because I know as spiritualists, when we say that, people kind of take it and run with it. Newsflash, just in case if you're watching this, we have a ton of past life connections. There's a lot of people you've met in your past life that you're gonna refine in this life. That don't necessarily mean y'all supposed to be together. Just because there's somebody in the crevices of the world that didn't know that. Okay, but still, even if you connect with somebody and this is, like a soulmate or somebody that you've known in the past life or someone new that you want to get to know, slow down. Make sure y'all are compatible this year. Make sure that you're not jumping in nothing that again is gonna cause you no baggage or that's gonna drain you, exhaust you. Whatever connections you get in need to be replenishing you, need to be motivating you, need to be driving you, and vice versa. Like I just said, make sure that these people are willing to ride and die to the same extent that you are willing to go. Don't jump into no connection and then you don't know if the energy is reciprocated. Because then you're going to want to act like, oh, they wasn't loyal. No, Aries, you gave too much too fast. Because y'all move so fast. I love y'all. I can't ever be with y'all. Because y'all just move so fast. It's like you haven't even met my mama yet. You have not met my mama. You feel me? Like, we ain't never flew out the country together. Like, just pump the brakes on your romantic relationships. The romantic relationships that are going to thrive, I'm seeing with the next two cards, will thrive very greatly. But this year, I think, might really put it to the test of your relationships. Your relationships might really get put to the test. Oh, okay, well, I guess that makes sense too, huh? Because the nodes did just shift. So North Node was in what, Aries, and Libra had the South Node. So there could be a difference here. Okay. But I'm seeing again, there's a big emphasis on your relationships. The relationships that go the farthest though, and that really kind of build and go somewhere. I feel like they're going to be very intimate, and they're going to be maybe even relationships that you guys can travel together. For some of you, this might be somebody you have to travel to if it's long distance. Um, but I'm seeing you guys, when you lock in with people though, you're gonna really lock in with them. And I'm seeing that there's just kind of what feels like this theme of don't move so fast. Like even up under the bottom of the deck, we got bag lady, but then we also have fire ignited. Which says great passion, quick movement, quick growth, quick decisions, lots of thoughts and ideas. Like, slow down. You might meet people and have a lot of thoughts and have a lot of ideas. You might meet people and find them very attractive and want to really explore things. You might meet people that really spark deep passion and that inner fire within your veins. but it's going to be up to you to really slow down and really curate the proper connections. I feel like that's going to be a big, I'm seeing that as the overall theme when it comes to just like your connection life. Because this don't even just feel like romance. It feel like romance. It feel like friendship. It feel like just your overall connections and relationships, your rapport with people. Your best ones is gonna come from you slowing down, really making sure that this person has your best interest at heart, making sure that you have their best interest at heart, making sure that this is the best decision for you. This is not the time to take no risk. This is not the year to risk getting married or none of that shit. Oh, you wanna just go to Vegas and skip the no. You just met these people 3 months ago. And now you talking about girls trip. You don't know these women. You don't know these heifers. Make sure that this is really in the best. You know what I'm saying? The lady from Mexico was coming to me. I don't even think I heard anything about that case. When they took that trip to Mexico and they jumped on her in that hotel and left her in there. Now, Aries, I'm not saying that that's what they gonna do to you. Y'all know y'all love a good squabble. Okay? So, I ain't trying to put that in the air. But what I am saying is make sure you know these people before you just start going places with them. Make sure you know these people before you just start jumping into the bed with them. Make sure you get to know these people. Slow down. Big message there. The inner growth card and the execution card are the last two cards out. This is speaking to me about your work ethic. I feel like you're going to make some really powerful lifestyle changes if you haven't begun doing so already. That North Node, South Node axis could have been very prominent for you during last year's time. This year, it could maybe have awakened you a little bit, especially since it's shifted. So maybe you can kind of feel like you can breathe a little bit. But since it's shifted and the nodes are now in Pisces and Virgo, you might, again, still find yourself growing and getting a level of enlightenment about what you want to do. So some lifestyle changes, this kind of makes me feel like work because the execution card says practice hard work, improving skill, devotion, dedication. So it's giving you might kind of make some changes. Don't be afraid if you want to quit your job or maybe change career fields. I'm kind of picking up here. So you might maybe want to change jobs, change career fields. You might want to, again, make some lifestyle changes when it comes to maybe getting in the gym. Like how I was talking about, child ain't even been locked into the gym. Maybe that was for somebody. Where it's like, ooh, girl, me neither. But I know I said, this year I said I really was going to go, friend. But friend, they ain't got there yet. So this could be about that where you might still start to really get into that as the year goes. And then you like, well, friend, okay, now they can't keep me out the gym. I'm in the gym. I done changed my diet. I don't drink dark drinks no more, girl. I don't drink sugary drinks. I don't drink juice, nothing. Lemon water, me please. I done cut out smoking. I done cut out drinking. I've cut out sex or whatever have you. And it's like, this is going to really help you improve. This year, if there's something that you want to achieve, I'm getting the sense of, or I'm hearing the phrase, don't miss your mark. Don't want to miss the mark. Wanting to hit your mark. Wanting to properly execute. And I do feel like with the exception of some lifestyle changes, you'll be able to do that. But make sure you stay focused and you stay dedicated. Stay consistent. Saturn is also moving into Aries this year, and it'll kind of dibble and dabble in between Aries and Pisces. It's going to be very important for you to stay on top of your discipline. If you get into the gym, don't slip out of that. Okay? Especially with Saturn kind of shifting back and forth into Aries. I feel like it might really impact y'all on a deeper level. Let's clarify a couple of these things real quick before we move on, because I'm already at about 15 minutes. So give me something for inner growth and execution. We have tunnel vision. So this is about your goals, okay? So making sure, again, get very clear about what you want. While we're still in January, get very clear about that. What is it that you want to achieve this year? What is it that you want to do? What do you envision for yourself this year? What are you dreaming of? Get very goal-oriented. I would suggest you even write it down, right? And making sure that you stick to that. Stick to it. If you say this year I'm going to get in the gym and I'm going to really take care of my body and my health, make sure you stick to that. If you feel like this year I'm going to put myself out there and I'm going to make friends or I am going to date, I'm not going to, have situationships and I'm going to whatever here. I'm going to cut out alcohol and sugar and whatever. I'm going to stop cussing. Whatever. Stick to it. Stick to it. Abide by it. Focus on it. So that way you can make it happen. Proceed with caution and past life connection. Yeah, new face. So for some of you, this will be a new person. For some of you. And make sure when you meet them, you slow down. Don't jump into no relationship with them prior to 6 months. If you want my restriction, that's my restriction. Give it 3 months. Give it 6 months. Get to know them. Be slow. Take your time. Talk about what needs to be talked about. Make sure that y'all are compatible. That this person is genuinely for you, and then you'll have a lot worth celebrating. I feel like if you don't do that and then you rush into the relationship and then you just start being nice and doing shit and assuming the relationship position before it was properly allotted to you, you might fuck yourself up. I'm just saying. So be very careful about that. I feel like there's a bigger emphasis on making sure that you slow down so you can call into your life the connections that you need so they can be fulfilling. So that way you can have the intimacy and like the travel-esque aspect with these two middle cards. That's why I say, because even if it's friendship, if you trying to call in a sisterhood, a brotherhood, you got to make sure that, again, these people have your best interests at heart. They like-minded. They ain't no hate motherfuckers. They get money. They look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really make sure you can't just be like, oh, we're friends. You don't know this person. Right? But then y'all trying to go travel and do all of this together. You don't know this person. Right? Same thing in a relationship. You know, you can like them, they look good, the sex good. Oh, that's my man. Yeah, you and 3 other women. You know what I'm saying? Like, be very careful. Move very slowly is what this is giving. Take your time in getting to know somebody. Take your time into really building a relationship and like a foundation with this person. Strategy, yeah. I feel like that's not even just about one specific thing. I feel like that's with your goals and with your relationship. This is a good year to start thinking about your strategy. Not only think about what you want, but how do you want to go about getting that? How do you feel you should go about achieving that? Has the strategy you've been using been working? And if the answer is no, how can we go back to the drawing board? Next, you do have rest and rejuvenation. I feel like this is a card to say don't forget to rest and take care of yourself. Okay? Don't forget to rest and take care of yourself. Because Aries, y'all can, and I think that's also a part of Saturn in Aries energy also. And as a Saturn in Aries, I kind of can relate to this where sometimes we can experience burnout because you don't want to stop. You could just keep going and going and going and going and going, and then you do all of this and you have a day full of stuff and you just still kind of keep going. Don't experience burnout. This year is a good year to prioritize rest also. It's okay to say you don't want to do something. It's okay to say you're too tired to do it. It's okay to take a day off from work. It's okay not to go to the gym today. That's why I said, look, that was a child, I still ain't locked in. I surely haven't. The start of this year happened, baby. I was getting over the flu. And I feel like I still been trying to really just fully recover from it. So it's okay if you haven't locked in yet. If you have locked in and you like, girl, I've been locked in. I never locked out. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, it's been given every day. Okay, but it's okay to not let it give sometimes. It's okay to be on Shark Week and you like, oh, girl, the last thing I want to see is the gym. Then don't go. Go next week. You know what I'm saying? Rest yourself. Relax yourself. That's something to learn this year. And as I'm saying that, yeah, angel of balance. That's why I said it's okay to relax yourself. It's okay to relax yourself and to stay calm. Blossoming abundance. At the end of the day, you're blessed. You're not without anything, Aries. You still have great stuff coming. We want you to be tunnel vision, but ain't nobody told you to stress yourself out and put yourself in the hospital. Okay, make sure you're resting. Make sure you hitting the ground. If you know that, okay, yesterday I had a great day. I hit the gym, and then I meal prepped, and then I went to Walmart, and I got me some stuff, and then I did this, and then I cleaned my room. I did laundry. Okay, you did a lot yesterday. At what point are you gonna rest and relax now? It's okay to rest and relax now. It's okay to feel like, okay, I'm not gonna do nothing today. I don't really feel like doing much today. That's all right. Balance. Make sure you're balancing. Make sure you're balancing your blossoming abundance with your relationship. Okay? You cannot, if you know that you got so much stuff to do, no, you can't go hang out with your crush. I'm sorry. No, you cannot. You can do it after you get done, though. Once you get done, yeah, you got all the afternoon to do whatever. But you cannot hang out with your crush when you know you haven't finished what you need to do. Even if you finish what you know you need to do. Did you just hang out with them yesterday? Yes. Then no, you cannot hang out with them today. Find a balance. Focus on what matters. Focus on your goals. Because that is what matters in the grand scheme of things. Making sure that you're paying attention to who's really showing up for you. Because that matters. Making sure that you're meditating also. Because meditation is a good way to replenish yourself. So sometimes it's not even about just resting. Sometimes they say rest and rejuvenate. Meditation is a great way to rejuvenate. In 2025, think of some interesting ways of things that can help you rejuvenate. Maybe it is going to the gym. Maybe it's not going to the gym and not doing nothing and saying, you know what, I'm just going to lay here in this bed and be still. Because I'm always constantly moving and always constantly going and always constantly having stuff to handle. Maybe it's going to the gym, going to Pilates, going to kickboxing class. And now you feel like, okay, I feel rejuvenated because, you know, I didn't move some of that energy around, some of that stagnant energy, and I'm ready again. So let's see what we have for my Aries placements. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For my Aries fam, when it comes to their career and their finances in 2025, miscalculation is the first card slipped out. Okay. Scribe is the next card. Guidance. And amusement. Okay. The scribe thing is interesting. Let's start with that first. It says you have a great talent for writing and content creation. Your words are powerful. Powerful to, I don't really like the way this is worded. Your words are powerful to influence others that you can use to bring in. You have a great way with words that you can use in a way that would influence others and it can bring you some income. How about that? I'm going to word it the way I want to word it because the way this is worded is crazy. And I think that's really interesting, especially because TikTok is banned on Sunday. So I think it's very interesting that you get that. But Aries, don't be afraid to put yourself out there with content creation. Right? They're not just with the execution card. There's another card too, but you get it. So if that's one of your goals, or maybe it's not one of your goals, but it's maybe something that can bring you some money in, okay, don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to share your perspective, share your personality. You know, don't be afraid to put yourself out there, be silly, be kooky, be quirky. Let people like you, let people take to you, because this can bring you some money, even if it's just YouTube, right? They taking TikTok away, but you can still get paid on Twitter. You can still get paid on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So if you've been thinking about starting a vlog, this is the time to do it. If you've been thinking about writing or getting into journalism, poetry, whatever, however, this is the time to do it. Miscalculation. It says taking responsibility for your mistakes is a good sign to start all over again. Learn from the lessons and use them for better judgment. Okay? And it's funny, I was kind of about to say that too when it came to the scribe card. Like, don't be afraid to make mistakes. So this kind of makes me feel like it might not necessarily be like a financial thing about like miscalculating and making mistakes. This make me feel like don't be afraid to make mistakes and put yourself out there as it comes to your personality, right? For some of you, this is about content creation. But then some of you might feel a little nervous about like cancel culture. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, don't worry about it. It's not really meant for you to hyper focus on. You know what I mean? Like, if you do make a mistake and you do slip up and say something, then just go back and apologize. Go back and course correct. Learn from it. Let it be something that you can learn from instead of feeling like, damn, I fucked up. Woe is me. I'll never work in this town again. Like, it's not giving that, okay? The next card here, we says guidance. It says your angels and spirit guides have your back. They are doing the work in the background to make way for your opportunities to come. Stay optimistic. And the last card here also says you have a natural talent that you can share with the world. It's time for you to make money from them while having a good time just being you. You have two cards about making money just being you. Let's Start there. So as I said earlier, because I think I did mention that when I was like, you might want to like a career change, and you might feel like that's something you want to do. Where is that other card? Yeah, with lifestyle changes, right? Where it's like you maybe could feel like you want to do something else. You want to take a detour. Maybe you have new goals. Maybe you have a new career idea that you might want to kind of put in motion. This is a great time to do that with these cards. Okay. You have two cards about making money from just being yourself. You might want to do that. You might wake up and say, you know what, I want to start a YouTube vlog about my move to Los Angeles. Prayers to Los Angeles right now with everything happening, but Los Angeles, and this is about just documenting that along the way. Okay, stay optimistic. It might feel scary at first. You might feel like, oh, what if I say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing? What if people don't like me? What if people don't find me funny? What if I get canceled for my opinion? Stay optimistic, stay positive. Your spiritual team, your spiritual court is handling things behind the scenes for you to be able to live the life that you aspire to live. Don't worry about making mistakes, just worry about learning from them. Mistakes are normal. It's actually very, very normal. It would be very abnormal if you didn't make a mistake. But it's about how well you're learning from these mistakes too. Okay? If you made it this far, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is B. Just in case if you forgot from the first time, from the beginning of this audio, check down below in the description box for everything that you need. Also, again, asteroids is still being sold. 2025 personal readings are still going for sale. Tarot classes are starting on February the 7th. Okay, so yeah, like, share, subscribe if this got you fired up and excited for the year. I'm super fired up and excited for y'all. Just remember to slow down. Okay, so that way you won't get yourself in no mess. All right, thank you again so much for checking out my channel, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. It's Friday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe, and until next time. Bye.